Hello, all of my lovely art students. So it was suggested that I start my videos by showing you my face because I know I miss all your faces, so maybe possibly you miss mine. And to be fully honest, I've been doing these videos in my PJs because if we're going to have to do online classes, we might as well get to be comfortable in our PJs while doing it, which is why I have not shown up in my other videos. But I've gotten dressed up for you to do this little intro. And for this week's project, we are doing personality self-portraits where half the portrait is supposed to kind of look like you. I mean, it doesn't really look like me, but that's okay. And then the other half is supposed to be like things that are filled with like your likes, dislikes, you know, what defines your personality, that kind of thing. And if you're looking at this and going like, whoa, Miss L, that's a lot. I don't want to do all that. That's okay. You don't have to color this. You don't even have to add all this detail to this half, all right? You can just add a couple or a handful of things, but we'll go more into that as the video goes. You do not need to be stressed out about art class. If you're worried or stressed out about art class, please send me a message so we can figure out how to make you not stressed out about art class during this whole crazy online learning time. But that being said, let's get started. So we're drawing personality self-portraits. And let's talk about what that exactly is. First of all, a portrait is when you make art of a person. And a self-portrait is when you are specifically making a piece of art showing yourself. Half of our portrait will be showing us as realistically as possible. And then the other half is going to be more abstract and more filled with things that we like, and our hobbies, things that define our personality. For this, you're going to need some kind of drawing materials. I am mostly going to be using a pencil because there will be parts that we have to erase, though I have my Sharpie for tracing my lines later just to clean up and also so you can see my lines a lot better on the camera. As I'm drawing, I'm going to be drawing dark. You guys, I recommend drawing light. I just need you to be able to see them again on the camera, my lines. But you know, if you make a mistake, it's a lot easier to erase a light line. So to start with my portrait, I draw a oval for the head. And it doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be good enough. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the neck. And your neck starts about right here. The line is going to be slightly curved because if you look in the mirror, you'll notice your neck is not a perfectly straight line. Then I curve out into my shoulder. And your shoulder is normally slightly slanted downwards when it's relaxed. And I go all the way to the end of my paper because I don't want a floating head. And I do the same thing on this side, just going the opposite direction. Now what we're going to do is we're going to just draw a curved line from one end of our neck to the other. So our portrait has a shirt on. Get that out of the way. And now we're going to just draw a light vertical straight line going down the center of our face. This line just is going to show us that this half is our realistic looking part and this half will be filled with our personality part. And then you might also want to draw, this will get erased later, a horizontal line that goes across the middle of your face because this is a good guide for when you're drawing your eyes. All right. Let's begin on the face. We are only drawing on this half to start with. I'm going to start with the eye, and your eye is kind of like a football shape. Everybody obviously has slightly different shaped eyes, but to start, you can just draw a curved line like this, and then a second curved line like this. That's just a good general eye shape. And then I'm going to draw the iris. The iris is the colored part of your eye and it's a circle. It's normally touching the top of your eyelid. Sometimes it touches the bottom. It really depends on your expression and again, your personal eye shape. So feel free to go look in a mirror and see what your eye looks like. Then I'm going to draw the pupil. The pupil is the black circle in the middle of your iris. It is always directly in the middle of your iris. The size can depend on how light or dark the room you are standing in is. Now I'm going to draw some eyelashes. This is a choice. You don't have to draw eyelashes to do eyelashes. I'm going to start right here, and all I'm going to do is, I'm not doing straight lines. Your eyelashes actually curve down and up like this. It's almost like a zigzag line in a way. All right. And now I'm going to draw the eyebrow. The eyebrow normally starts where the eye is, so about right here. And I draw a vertical line. Then I draw a curved line that follows the curve of my eye. And then I'm going to close my shape of my eyebrow by starting here and following that curved line again. All right. So that's my eye. Now we're going to move on to the nose. So the nose, we're only drawing half the nose. We're not drawing this side yet. So my nose is going to be about right here, all right? And I'm going to just draw a little curved line. And then another little curved line going the opposite direction. This would be your nostril. These are the holes in your nose that you actually smell out of. And then I'm just going to draw a curved line that goes up. So you can leave your nose like this. Some students also like to draw the side of their nose going all the way up, but that is a choice that is up to you. I'm just going to leave mine like this. And now I'm moving on to my mouth. Again, I'm only drawing half of my mouth. So I'm going to start by just drawing a curved line, well, a slightly curved line like this. I don't want to go past my pupil. Your mouth does not normally go past your pupil. You can go in the mirror and check and see if I'm right or not. But that's a general rule of thumb. Now I want to draw the line for my top lip, which curves like this, kind of like our nose right here, and then curves back out until it connects with that first line. And then I need to draw the bottom lip, which I'm going to start here, and I'm just drawing a curved line, like that. My chin's a little big, so I'm just going to bring it up so I can fix that up. If there's a different way that you want to draw any of this, that is more than fine. My way is not the only way, all right? Now I'm going to move on to my ears and my hair. Now, my hair normally covers my ears, but I'm drawing an ear, so that way if there's anybody who is drawing somebody like with short hair, you'll know how to draw an ear. So I will end up drawing my hair tucked behind my ear. For an ear, your ear starts where your eye is. If you were to take your finger and put it on the corner of your eye and then drag it across your face, in general, it will touch where your ear starts. And then it's going to end where your nose is. Now, obviously, everybody has different sized ears, different sized heads. It's just a general rule. It'll be around there, pretty much. So I'm just going to draw a curved line for my ear. It's going to be a simple, kind of cartoony ear, because we just need to get this done, right? All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a second curved line that kind of follows that ear shape. And I'm going to end like this. All right. Then I want to do a little curved line right here. This is like the little pointed part of your ear. And then I'm going to draw another curved line like this. So it's kind of cartoony, it's not super realistic, but again, it gets the job done. If you want to add an earring, you can draw an earring right here. For hair, again, I'm only drawing the part of the hair on this side of the face. So I'm going to start right here. I have bangs that kind of sweep to the side a little bit. So I'm just going to draw a curved line. And I want it to curve and tuck behind my ears. And then I'm going to kind of just draw some lines like this. So this way I have some texture. And now I'm going to come to the bottom of my ear so I can continue my hair. And you'll notice I'm going all the way to my neck, because keep in mind, your hair goes behind your neck. At this point, if you wanted to, again, you could add whatever decorations you want. You could add the earrings, you could add a necklace, you could add patterns to your t-shirt. For me, I am just going to move on to this half of our portrait. Okay, so for the personality portion of our project, it does help to maybe list out some things that are your interests or likes, again, or hobbies. I just listed out a couple here of my own. Obviously art. I love playing soccer. I played starting when I was in first grade. You guys know I love comics and superheroes. Batman's my favorite. I love pizza. I have a major sweet tooth. To balance it out though, I am one of those weird people that also really, really enjoy vegetables. So that way I can eat all the pizza I want, but I also get my vegetables, I guess. Love video games. Playing that Animal Crossing right now, so maybe I can work that into it. You guys know I love Pokemon. I have snakes and cats. My favorite color is teal, but you know I love rainbows. So again, I like listening to music just like anyone else. These are just some things I can use when drawing the personality part. When you are planning out your personality part, basically what you want to do is you want to plan one object to use for an eye, one object to use for your nose, one for your mouth, something for your hair, and then from there you can start filling stuff in. If you're still like, I don't know what you're talking about, that's okay. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do for mine. For starters, with my hair, you know what? I'm going to make snake hair like Medusa because I love snakes. I have 2 of them, and why not? So that gives you a rough idea of the snakes. Eventually I'm going to go in with my Sharpie and add more details and clean it up. But now for my eye, you know what? I'm going to do a soccer ball. Again, that's just a rough drawing, and now I'm going to move on to my nose, and I'm going to do a pencil for art since that's kind of what I'm drawing with right now. For my mouth, you know what? Let's do Batman. Let's do the Batman symbol. So from here, I've got my mouth done, I've got my nose and my eye, so I can start just kind of filling in other interests into my face. If you want to leave it like this is fine, but if you have some extra time or want to challenge yourself, I'm going to add a rainbow right here that I'll color later. I might want to add something up here for my eyebrow, which I could just do, I don't know, I could do like a paintbrush. Down here, you know what? I need some pizza because I am craving pizza right now. And I really enjoy running. I'm going to put a shoe. I'm gonna put a little Pikachu, right? Just poking out. And if you want to fill up more, you can. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to clean up my lines with my Sharpie. I have finished tracing in Sharpie and cleaning up my pencil lines and erasing those pencil lines. I figured you didn't want to watch that, so that's why I didn't film it. Now what I'm going to do is move on to coloring. I'm going to be coloring with crayons. You can color with whatever you want, and honestly, coloring for this project is optional. You do not have to color. It's only, you know, if you want to, if you have the time kind of thing. So I chose to color my whole page. It is up to you if you want to do that. Again, I know you have plenty of other projects from other subjects, so I do not want you to be stressed out about art class. It is up to you and the amount of time that you have, all right? I just would love to see what you guys can come up with for this project.